Welcome back to Pop Takes, the hyphiest podcast in the world. I'm back here with your usuals, Nick and Christian.
What's up?
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Today, we're going to change pace a little bit. We're just going to talk about what's going on in our general lives here, general interests we got going on. Kind of a splur of just everything we have going on in life right now.
Just a little discussion episode that we're going to talk about some things, some stuff, and some things.
And a couple more stuff.
Yeah. Real quick, happy birthday to Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait a
it was his
minute.
birthday yesterday.
Oh, shit. Happy birthday.
And his is coming up right around the corner.
Yeah.
all
On
right.
Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to kick us off?
I see that Nick has a list. He has always got a list of everything.
Always.
Yeah,
Nick
you
is
know, dude.
really prepared all
He
the
wants
time.
to start it off. Something hot.
All right, well, Black Ops 4 came out 2 days ago.
Yeah, I figured that'd be
That
the
is
big
true.
one today.
I haven't started it yet.
Yeah,
it's-
you're the only one who's played it.
I
I'm
played
gonna,
a ton.
I'm gonna boot it up when we get home.
Yeah, it's
I heard there's bugs.
there is a lot of bugs.
All right, run
like
us through
there
that.
is a lot of bugs. So just right off the bat, when you jump out of the plane, and you land onto the terrain,
Right. They're in blackout,
takes, dude, it takes like maybe 2-3 minutes before all the textures load.
Oh my god,
That
that's
map's
a lot.
hella big.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll roll in and there'll be things to pick up on the floor like loot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they don't show up, but you see the little like press square to pick up. So you have to like just
Do you have a PS4 Pro or
I was curious if that was why.
Yeah, because that's my first guess.
They may be optimizing it for PS4 Pro.
Yeah, where it
but
loads
that's-
faster.
I mean, that's borderline like not working. Like they should have.
Right.
That should have been heavily aware. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And why not tell us to be aware of that? Because you might sell more PS4 Pros.
Yeah.
Would that be a bad thing, right?
Games also nowadays automatic day one patch or
Yeah.
week
That's
one
true,
for this
yeah,
game
yeah.
because I don't think there's a day one.
Yeah, I don't think there was a day one.
is it not out yet?
Well, no, I don't know. Was there an instant update when you?
Because there's one on.
I mean, I
IGN
downloaded
said
the-
there's like a 50-some gig update.
I think that's
well, there it
that-
is.
Yeah, maybe they initial installed like a patch or something, like a patch 0 or day 0 patch they call it.
The automatic. It's the games are never done now.
Yeah, no,
They really aren't. It's
But
crazy.
aside from that, there's quite a few like graphical bugs. What else? There's a huge exploit right now with the emotes.
The peeking.
Yeah,
Have you seen
so
that?
Yeah, no, I saw some hot caption or whatever on Twitter trending. It said, "Ooh, Call of Duty peeking glitch annoys players."
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you drop your emote, you have full control of the third person camera.
That's fucked.
It's a problem.
That's
And I was
super-
curious. We talked about it a little bit, but I was curious. I was like, "What can you do?" And he just said, "Lock the camera behind
Yeah,
them."
so
and I was
you-
like, "Oh,
you can only
okay.
see the emote
That's-
from behind.
It's an easy fix."
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing they can do.
Yeah, but aside from the bugs, there's a ton to do. Like there is a ton to do. It's a lot of fun.
Have you played all the modes yet, or just Blackout?
No, so I
Have you done
jumped in.
zombies?
We did zombies.
Okay.
It's in this like Roman Colosseum.
Yeah, I
type
thought that was
thing.
weird.
It's weird, and I don't know. We played it once, and it was like pretty hectic and crazy. And there's like
Right.
tigers and stuff, and
Oh,
like
wow.
there's
Zombie
crazy.
tigers.
Yeah, there's zombie
Okay.
tigers. It stays true to like the zombie
The
type,
formula?
like the formula, the power ups,
Uh-huh.
the building the barriers at the entry points.
Okay,
that type of
so
stuff.
all of that,
The
yeah.
treasure
Stays true to that
chest.
stuff. So that's good.
They have it's kind of a campaign now, right? The more recent,
That one, yeah, you
zombies
could
are
call it
different.
that.
Yeah,
It's got
that's
a
how
lot
it was
more
in the
to
last
do.
game too.
right?
Yeah.
There's an actual end game.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like okay, like I'm down.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's definitely cool. And then we played a little multiplayer. We played Search and Destroy and
Ooh.
Deathmatch. They actually added a heist mode, which is just like Counter-Strike format.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
a plant bomb.
that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's just
I haven't played it yet, but I want to check it out. It sounds cool.
Oh, in Halo, that's called assault. I think
Yes.
you just
Yes.
go to plant the bomb.
Yes, but I think you die once, and that's your
Yeah,
spectating pretty
yeah,
much. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Counter Strike.
Yeah. The features too. I mean, I've been going in hard on emblems just because like that's always been my favorite thing. I
Yeah.
always do that. But you can build like full emblems on the guns actually on the gun.
Okay.
You could do that in the last one.
Is that what you could do in 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
3
play
you
that
did.
one.
Oh,
I was
really?
surprised by that.
Three
I
was
like, this is
three was
actually
good.
sick.
I
yeah.
enjoyed 3, so that's why I'm actually pretty
Yeah.
excited for this one.
But the emblem editor is the worst they've ever made.
Really?
The worst emblem editor.
How
they've
could it get
ever made.
worse?
Because it literally will freeze. Let me tell you my experience. So there's moments where you select a layer to move it, right?
Okay.
and the screen will look like you didn't pay your cable bill. Like it will literally
What
just
the hell?
it'll randomly go into like static fuzz and color discoloration, and you have to like reset the layer and then it like let it catch itself and then it'll
So
go
it's
back
just
to normal.
bugs.
This
It's a
game
bug.
like half done.
I know.
That's
and then
crazy.
and then aside from that, there's a bug that if you take a layer and instead of deleting it and making a new layer, you just take that layer and change what the shape is.
Mm-hmm.
It'll bug, and when you're scrolling through the list of shapes, it'll change every shape on your layer. So like it sounds weird, but you have to see it in action. So you go to a layer.
It changes like every actual shape or just the
Yeah,
preview
so say
of
I've
the
got
shape?
a full thing, right? Say
Yeah.
I've got like 50.
It'll change
Say I've
everything.
got 52 shapes.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm scrolling through the first scroll, it'll change shape 1, shape 2, shape 3. So then I come back and it's just a mess.
Holy shit.
Just
That's
because I scrolled
horrible.
through. Huge bug. And then lastly, there was some weird moment where I hit save changes, and then all of a sudden it moved everything to the center, and it was just a mess.
Wow.
So that is the worst emblem editor they've ever
Well,
made.
okay, hold on. So
Yeah, it
so
sounds like
so
it.
let's say they take the bugs out. Would it be a better editor?
I didn't play Black Ops 3, so I couldn't say that.
Because that one was pretty good.
World War II, I did that emblem editor for a little bit because I was game sharing that game. I didn't really play that game too much, but that one was okay. I think the only problem is like first 2 weeks, the game was bugged and emblems didn't show up in the game at all for when you're playing.
I remember, yeah, you said, I remember you tweeting that.
I was trying to, that's why I make this. I want to swag out, dude. Like I want to
Yeah.
go in there and just be like,
I want to
"Damn,
make a
someone-"
meme.
Yeah, like I
Oh
want to
my
make some
God.
crazy stuff. But then, like, yeah, you can't even see it. I'm like, all right, well, shit. But
Yeah.
game's good. Game's hella
Yeah.
fun.
I'm
I'm
Ton
excited to
do.
go
I
and
haven't
play
touched it yet.
You're gonna dig it.
Yeah.
You're gonna dig it. It's hard not to dig it. But,
Right.
You know, bugs
Yeah.
are bugs. It's hella fun. And I've won hella times. People are free right now.
On
It's the best time.
so all you've been playing is just Blackout.
I would say like 80% of what I've been playing is Blackout. The
That's
other-
cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Yeah, it hit me today. I was like, hey, without like the building aspect, like in Fortnite, like maybe I could actually win.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you even tried PUBG too, you would
Right.
see the same
Yeah.
thing.
So that's
I've still
exciting.
just been playing Rocket League. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, double
lie.
XP weekend, right?
It is.
Yeah, I saw
wow.
that.
How did you know that?
I use the internet.
Yeah. But
Has that game gone through anything major lately? I've seen they still are
They
pretty
have battle
frequent with
passes.
ads, right? Like when I was playing, they were adding a ton of stuff. Like they added like a new car pack.
Yeah,
I
like
only
new
played
car
for
pack.
like 2 months, and there was like 3 new car packs. It was
Right.
crazy.
No, it's the new car pack, and then there's battle pass now,
Yeah.
and that's really it. They
Yeah.
don't do too much,
They
which
don't,
is great.
yeah.
But it's a huge game too.
Oh yeah.
like
it's-
I've seen all the esport events on it.
and that's
and
a
this shit is
super.
hyped.
To me, that works so well as an esport.
Oh, yeah.
It works
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
well as an esport.
Yeah.
Because it's hella hype.
It is
The
really
whole
hype.
thing, the whole time,
Yeah.
is
It is
hype as
super
hell.
hype.
The game takes too much skill.
It
Like,
does-
That game is too hard.
It does too. It even does.
Lot of
What
math.
it does even make people complain about soccer. It fixes what soccer's problem is because a lot of people
What do
say,
you mean?
"Oh, I don't want to watch 90 minutes of a scoreless game."
Oh, yeah.
That shit don't happen in Rocket League.
Yeah.
Games are maybe what are they 15 minutes, 20. I'm just
No,
guessing.
they're like 4.
They're like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And there's always like at least 6 scorers, right?
in
Not
total,
always,
I feel
but
like
yeah.
points get towards 5 in total from both.
Yeah,
teams.
5 in total, yeah.
That's a
about
good
right.
average.
I mean, some of
Yeah.
those plays I see, it's like there's no way. They
It's
could have
hype,
defended
man.
it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like no way they could have defended that. It was just such a good
Yeah.
offensive play.
Mm-hmm.
So technical.
Super tick.
Yeah.
What about you, Christian? What have you been?
Splatoon. Yeah, just
Okay.
grinding out Splatoon always. Monster Hunter is kind of dying down a little bit after putting like 100 hours
Generations?
into it. Yeah.
How's that now? I mean,
It's still
what's
good.
The
I'm
general
just
consensus on it
100
after
hours
playing
in, and I'm like, I've played a lot of this game.
it? Was that one of your favorite Monster Hunters, or are you like
Yeah.
it? Yeah,
Well, it's crazy because I didn't even fight everything yet.
really.
I'm not even close.
Percent are you in?
Not even close.
What percent?
There's no like percentage.
I mean, guess.
But 40?
40?
40?
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot to do in that game. It was like intimidating. But because the game split up into 3 ranks. So you do low rank, which is literally just like a tutorial.
Yeah.
Like the monsters are so easy. Then you do high rank where it becomes like somewhat challenging. Like you'll die a couple times, you'll fail a couple missions. And you get to G rank, which is like if you're not ready, like you are going to lose. Like you're not going to beat these guys.
Oh, it's like that.
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
And G rank is like, for a lot of people, myself included, like where the game starts. Because that's like where the game is actually challenging.
Oh yeah, where you start getting all your good stuff.
Yeah, you start getting the stuff that actually like you're gonna hold on to for like the rest of the game, because the rest of the gear is like disposable pretty much.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to G rank yet, I'm 100 hours in.
I'm kind of enjoying. In general, I'm kind of just enjoying the calm before Red Dead comes out because I'm
Dude,
gonna
I've
be on
seen
that a
so
lot.
much cool.
And that shit is hype.
I've seen so much cool.
That's
like,
gonna be a good one.
the buzz about that game.
I'm probably barely gonna touch Black Ops 4.
Really?
Yeah, because
Because it comes out this month, right?
it comes out on the 26th.
How
Red
much
Dead.
do you play Fortnite?
Dude, I don't play as much as you
Yeah,
think I
he
play.
does
I
it.
played it today though.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who did you play with?
Just all the regular
Just the
dudes.
guys?
Because that would be my question as to if you're going to play Black Ops or not. Because people pour time into Fortnite, and if you did, there's no way you're not going to play Black Ops. But
Yeah.
I think, like Christian was saying earlier, Blackout's gonna be more enjoyable because the building,
Yeah,
less building.
it's
It's
gonna
not
be
as
great.
fast paced as Fortnite.
well, and there's
So-
like the perk game and like
Mhm.
the
yeah, see,
weapon attachment. There's like so much you could do.
and it has the Call of Duty mechanics, which is sick.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
So-
it's not gonna feel like a really cheap game.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a crazy aspect I should bring up. There's in Blackout, there's like quests. So
Okay.
so you loot.
Fortnite does that.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
you loot someone and they drop. The only one I've seen, there's way more quests, but the only one I've seen, it's like you pick up a broken armored piece and then you pick it up and it does nothing, but you go to your inventory and you read the description and it gives you check boxes and you have to pick up 3 of them and you have to finish the game with 3 of them.
Huh.
And then when you complete that, you get like a new unlocked character or a skin or whatever it may be.
Oh, that's really cool. So that's better than what Fortnite does.
Yeah, and
Nice.
that's I've only seen the one quest, but apparently there's just progressively like more and more quests, and that was really interesting creative.
Yeah,
to me.
that's good.
That was
I like
cool.
that. Did you take a look at the season pass for the game?
So I have it by
You have the season pass
by game share. I
Right.
didn't buy it.
Oh, okay.
What does it come with
Okay,
this
check
time
it.
around? Just maps, obviously, because there's no campaign.
Whatever they're speculating to add.
Cool
but like,
swag or
Day
what?
day one, it's like swag, dude. It's literally like emblems and
Yeah.
like a bunch of bullshit you don't care about. But like, yeah, apparently I haven't read into what they're supposed to add. To me, this was the biggest hitter. You shouldn't have to add anything later, but we know the market. We've talked about that 1,000 times.
Yeah,
But
Milk it.
yeah,
What's-
they're certainly gonna milk it.
What's crazy to me is that you could milk a game so hard when it gets replaced every year.
Yeah,
Like that's crazy to
that
me.
yeah that
Because
is
like you don't
crazy.
see like Madden or anything selling season passes. They have the
No.
microtransactions,
No.
but it's like they
Yeah,
come.
that's it.
I mean that's a hard one because it's a sports game. You can't really
Yeah.
do DLC,
Dude.
but
Well, not DLC, but they really push the Ultimate Team and
right.
all that.
But I mean like Call of Duty is a franchise that they know gets replaced every single year.
Yeah.
And they still push like DLC and season passes for just a year of having a game. Like that's pretty
That is
crazy.
very-
No,
yeah.
it's
That's
it's
insane,
super
yeah.
try hard.
Yeah, because it's like I'd rather spend $60 on the next game than $60 on the season pass.
Yeah, $120 for a game. I'm gonna replace by next year.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
crazy.
not-
Yeah,
Right.
because I was
Worth
thinking,
it.
I was like, should I buy the season pass for this game? And I was like,
Cedric
Nah.
is actually heavy back on Destiny right now.
I've been missing
Ugh.
Destiny lately.
He-
I've been missing.
And you know
it.
how he is. He just sticks to one game.
Yeah,
You see a fucking doctor.
it's a fun game, man. It's just not worth getting back into. I miss it.
Unless you got a squad of people, I'd hop
Yeah.
back on.
I
if had a
miss
squad
what
of
it
people.
should have been, dude. They sold us the same game twice.
Yeah,
Like I wanted crafting. I wanted like a bigger hub. I wanted.
yeah. They did not, and I hate seeing people who are like, oh, year 2 fixed Destiny. Like this is what it should have been, and I'm going to keep playing now. I'm like, no, like why are you rewarding them?
No, what
for
the?
selling
something
you
that they should have had?
selling you a fix?
What kind of dumb shit logic is that? But if that was by that logic, we'd have the same fucking side scrollers for fucking 40 years.
Yeah.
Like you can't say that. Things need to evolve.
Un-
You
it-
need to
unless
give
it's
more.
unless it's a free patch, then no,
that's
no.
fair.
But it's like they made you pay for the fix
right,
to the
right.
shitty game. Like that doesn't
No, that don't.
How
cut
is
it.
that?
That don't fly, and it still did fly for a lot of people. It's
for a
crazy.
lot of people. Yeah,
I was gonna mention that Black Ops on Twitch right now is like exploding the numbers.
I
Really?
think Ninja's playing it.
Yeah, Ninja's
okay.
playing it. Without him playing it, there's like 300,000 people watching. With
so
him,
it overtook League and all
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's overtook everything by like double.
wow.
It's opening weekend. It's gonna
That is,
die.
it
out.
will. I don't
It's
know
gonna
though,
die out.
because
no, see, it might
because
but-
if it goes, it's like it's like at a healthy 400,000 with Ninja streaming,
Okay.
and Fortnite on like an average day does like a 150, right?
Yeah.
So if you cut down this in half, Like, let's say, opening weekend, but cut it in half, and it's still booming. Boom.
Yeah, and I think it will.
die down.
I don't know. Dude, the battle royale is just made for Twitch. Like, people love watching that, and now you finally have a good package to watch of like this really popular mode. I think this is going to be the new Twitch
Does
game.
anything? I don't know a ton about Ninja, but is he like sponsored by Epic or anything like that? Does he have
No.
ties to
No.
them? So
No.
nothing's holding him back from saying I don't like Fortnite anymore.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no
I
shit.
don't. Maybe under the radar or underground.
Nah.
I mean, he's not
Epic
going to make a
pays
public
him.
statement and say fuck this game. He's you know,
Right.
he's too much poster boy for
Well,
that.
no, he
but-
he definitely talks shit to Epic about shit they need to fix.
Oh,
And a
really?
lot of
Right,
stuff.
right, okay. But I mean, I can't see the day where he's like, yeah, Fortnite's garbage. I'm playing this now. Like, I don't see that happening.
But he could do that.
he could.
He
Yeah,
could
he
perfectly
could.
do that fine.
Yeah.
Like, not.
Yeah.
He would not care at all
Right, right.
because they're not sponsored by him.
And the thing is, he wouldn't need to. You know, the time put in would speak for itself. If he's streaming 5 days a week and, 3 of those days are Black Ops, 1 is Fortnite, and 1 is something else, then what is that,
Yeah.
obvious, right?
Mhm.
I'm not saying that would be the game, but just speculatively.
I just can't imagine this not being the game. Like,
I can't either.
Like, I can't imagine people willingly playing Fortnite still when.
We'll
Blackout
see
is out.
because the pace of the games are different.
Yeah.
Maybe people like a faster Fortnite because in Fortnite they're building and like climbing everywhere. I feel like it's more arcadey and addictive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that does attract
Yeah.
certain people. What I was thinking too is the cosmetics aren't as rewarding in this, and that may draw
in
people
Call of
to
Duty?
Fortnite. Yeah, I mean, you have them.
Yeah, the Fortnite skins are sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They do a ton for that game cosmetically, but that's one thing. Maybe they will later, but right now it's definitely like the weaker end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, I don't even think that's something that Fortnite really had like a strong grip on at first. Like, I
from
think-
the beginning, it was nothing.
Yeah,
dude.
it was just battle royale and that was it, and then they started adding everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, dude,
grew.
you couldn't pick anything. You literally, it didn't even give you the character choice.
Oh yeah, you really
It'd
could.
be a random skin.
It was
every match,
random, yeah,
That's
random.
what, when you do default, that's what it is. I've never bought a skin ever.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, so they could add that later, but seriously, I just can't imagine a world where people are still massively playing Fortnite when like.
Well, we'll
Just
see.
like-
Give it a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
I'm interested to see where it goes, but I think this is it.
I mean, I'm sure you're gonna see a lot more Fortnite Halloween costumes than Call of Duty Blackout
Oh
costumes.
my
That's
God.
coming up too. You know, there's gonna be a bunch of kids flossing for that candy. Hit the floss dance for the candy.
Damn, that's gonna suck. Those kids are not getting candy. From
Yeah,
me.
they're getting.
If I'm at my dad's house and I'm definitely gonna make the kid do the dance if he's dressed as a Fortnite character.
That's a good.
That's
yeah,
when I have
That's a good call.
I'm gonna have the lever behind my door that I pull, and they just fall through the ground in a dungeon with all the other kids that floss to my fucking door.
You guys doing anything for Halloween or what?
It's on a Wednesday, so that's
I haven't done anything for Halloween in like forever.
Last year, me and my
to a party
girlfriend
last
just
year.
hung out, watched some movies, drank wine, and passed out candy. It was a good
That's
time.
the
very
way to end
nice.
up,
It
right?
was
Relaxing.
really nice. Yeah.
I think I went to
So-
a party last year.
Mhm.
So whatever. But the fact that it's on a Wednesday this week
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
this
yeah.
year,
Yeah.
Kills it, right?
not
Definitely.
gonna be fun.
Something that was big news I wanted to bring up.
What,
Yeah.
Kanye at the office?
Oh my god.
Well, all right. Enough of
We
that.
all know his passcode now.
Yeah, we all know it's passcode.
0000.
Simple-minded.
I can't believe that.
Everyone, no one's mad about that, but they're mad about him playing golf. I guess Kanye is not a time waster. Anyway, PlayStation, you can change your name in the next coming update.
You haven't been able to do that?
You
As
haven't been
many
able to do
times
that
as
for like
you want?
15 years.
As many times
First
as you
time's
want?
free. After that's $5.
Ooh, $5.
How come they don't copy like PC and stuff?
I don't know.
Because on Steam you can change it
I don't know
all
why
the time.
why did it take this long?
That's crazy. That
It's
did take you
absurd.
that long.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
It's fucking absurd.
It's like a super commitment. You have to think about your gamer tag or PSN name. And PC you can be fart or whatever. Next game you can be like hamburger or like some random shit.
You got a diverse.
Yeah.
No,
name
keep it
list, don't
simple.
you?
Keep it
And
simple.
hamburger.
Or Dark Dragon Slayer or something.
There you go.
There you go,
There
yeah.
you go.
But the matter of fact is you can just change it all the time.
I didn't know you could do that on Steam.
Yeah. You can. You used to do it inside Counter-Strike. You can change your name inside Counter-Strike.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, I don't know why it's such a commitment on consoles.
I know. It's
weird.
like,
I mean, the PS3 didn't have that either.
On Xbox,
It's
it costs
crazy.
$10.
Yeah.
First
I
time
remember
it's
that.
free, then it's $10.
I remember spending money
Why?
multiple times on the 360 for some reason. I was such a dumb kid.
Yeah,
I was
same.
just like, I need to change my name.
I changed my gamer tag like 4
Dude,
times.
one
The
time-
cheaper way. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
The cheaper way to do it, you'd send a mass text out to all your Xbox Live friends, like, "Hey guys, can you report my name, please? Just say." It's
Oh, I
bad.
forgot
It's, like,
about
really
that.
Yep.
Flag my Xbox Live name, so you could change it for free.
I forgot about
Yep.
that bullshit.
You get that like voice message because that's when people used to send voice messages.
you would get the mass messages too that were like, I used to be this, I'm this now. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to like the mass voice messages.
Message.
Hey, this is a Call of Duty Prestige lobby.
Oh
I'm
my
enjoying
God.
it tonight.
Yeah.
good time.
You'd have to pay to
Yeah.
get into those.
But no,
Yeah.
so that name thing was hype because I remember that I had a group of like, this is a sick story. I had a group of like 6 friends that we all played,
Uh-huh.
and we all went in and got name change money, and we changed our prefix of our name to, I don't even remember what it was.
Like a clan.
I think it was TB
Wait, what console was this on?
360.
Oh, gotcha.
We were playing like Gears and Halo at the time.
Okay.
I think the prefix was TB with a lowercase x, and it stood for Two Beast. Right? It was just like we were like
That's
dumb. We
so
were like,
nasty.
but anyway, like 6 of us did it, and we were all like a different thing, like TBX,
Right.
hamburger.
I did that in Halo too.
Yeah, I think I
And
was
TBX fart.
I was like War Machine or something dumb, right? TBX fart was the
Yeah.
next one.
TBX
But
fart.
anyway, so we did that, and then all of a sudden, there was like 15 other kids. It just spread like wildfire that we didn't know started changing their names to this, and it was like people we went to school with or like friends of a friend.
Oh,
all of a
that's
sudden,
funny.
They were flying everywhere. Like there was TBX kids just popping up out of nowhere all over the
That's
place. We were
funny.
like, what the fuck? It was so funny. It was a great story.
I had to buy a second gamer tag when I was in a clan of Halo 2. I was in KOG, Kings of Gaming.
Oh,
Yeah,
if you're in
yeah.
a clan, yeah, you better spend that.
There
damn
was a
money,
message.
boy.
I had to learn the code of conduct.
I remember being at
Fucking-
Nick's house and he was reading this code of conduct and it was like teabagging is not allowed and
I had to memorize the chain of command. It was like recruit, private, sergeant, lieutenant, section leader,
Damn.
division leader.
I was at Nick's house when he was doing this. Yeah, that's true.
so dumb. It was kind
But
of
I mean, like, did they
Oh, yeah,
were
that's
they
kinda
like
cool.
hard nosed to the code of conduct, or they gave it to you and then didn't give a shit?
Not
after?
really. I think there was weekly meetings, but nothing. I was in a clan in Counter-Strike too.
Dude, that shit's
OSB,
serious, yeah.
Operation Shoebox. Pretty cool. They ran all the scrim stuff. We just had fun games.
Nice.
I never played competitive.
Yeah, that was. But yeah, PlayStation should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah,
They should-
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that goes to what you always say, that your defense for friend codes.
Yeah, you could just change your name a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so PC and Nintendo are the same, right?
Mhm.
You can just keep changing your name.
I mean, yes and no. If you
So
want-
how do you add people on PC then if they could just change their name all
that's
the
the
time?
thing.
I
You-
think
it goes
you
by
add them on Steam.
it goes by email.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
which is a little. That's a small edge on Nintendo. That friend code.
That's all. That's all.
A 12-digit code is a little absurd.
That's all Nintendo needs to do then. Just email.
Emails would work.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That definitely would work.
Yeah, that'd be. That I never thought about that. That'd be perfect.
Something that's not a credit card number to just hang out with my homie.
Yeah.
It's just too much of a like.
Credit. It literally is a credit card.
It
number.
doesn't
That's so
make
funny.
like where are they like what are they thinking when they say no that's a good idea, let's make this a hard for them to add each other. They got to think about it.
Well, and they're the community and the friend and play with your friend and do.
Yeah,
this stuff.
but you're making it
they're
hella
that
difficult.
company. Yeah, you're that company, and then you have friend codes like for real.
Yeah,
Like, come on now.
doesn't make much
I mean,
sense.
you know what would have been amazing that they should have done is that thing that some phones do, like you just touch them and
Yeah.
share info.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't Switch have that? You know what I mean? Like stuff like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be the community and
Well, you
friend
could add each
and
other with like the icons
the icons.
if you're close.
QR
If you're
codes?
close by.
Oh.
So if you're playing near a friend, there's an option where you just like tap an icon, like it says like add by icon, and there's 4 icons on the screen. You both tap the same one, and it
Oh,
sends it.
okay.
Oh,
That's hella easy.
yeah. That's,
Yeah, but
that's
you have to be
smart.
next to each other for that.
yeah.
Right.
So it helps and it doesn't help
Is,
with like the friend code thing.
What is that thing that 3DS used to have?
Street Pass.
Street Pass. They still have that?
No. The Street Pass was
That-
incredible.
It was
Damn,
a
I used
cool
to have
idea.
hella people.
Yeah.
Fuck, if I
you,
can find
you
that.
take that to like a convention or something and it
Yeah.
just fills up. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, that would have been the best for Switch.
And I took
Yeah.
it overseas too, and that was
Yeah.
fucking wild too.
Yeah, it's amazing. Because they had those mini games that was built into the
Yeah,
into the 3DS.
the,
It was
like
a
RPG game.
Find Me. That's
Yeah,
what it was called.
yeah.
Yeah. And you play with like the people that you walked by. That was super fun. I loved it.
Yeah, it even had a game plus too. Like after you
Yeah,
beat it the
after
first
you
time.
beat it, and so you could get like extra avatar stuff for
Yeah.
your me.
Damn, that would work. Could you think you could implement that into phones?
Street Pass?
Yeah,
Street Pass?
definitely.
Like
Yeah,
a Street Pass app, and you have those mini games again. That'd be your next fucking move, Nintendo. with
yeah,
your
that would
app
be
market.
a really good
That'd be
one. I'd pay
smart.
$5 for that.
Hell of people would pay $5 for
I would
that.
pay $5
Come on
for
now.
that.
And then they love all that. Go out, play with your friends, shit. You
Yeah.
know, that would be perfect. You guys see any movies?
Dude,
What?
I can't remember the last time I went to the movies.
So I went and saw Venom.
Yeah, okay, so
I
tell me
heard
what you
poop.
thought. I heard bad.
So yeah, I don't think it was bad, dude.
You liked it?
Solid 7.5 out of 10,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 8. I'll give it 8. Fuck it, 8 out of 10.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad, and
What stopped it from being a 10?
some of the acting wasn't great.
Mm-hmm. I heard it was
Um,
really cheesy.
It didn't. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't know shit about comics, and they go to see this thing.
Yeah, and it's,
Venom has always been like, it's in the same echelon as like Deadpool.
right.
It's supposed to be like that voice, and that was the cool thing too. That was something interesting I've never really seen in a movie, and that it was cool. Is that the co-star was the voice in Tom Hardy's head?
Oh, okay.
That's
Like that's
it. That was the
good.
second main character.
That was the co-star, is the voice in his head, and that was show me another movie that's done that, or like the thought to write that into a script. Like that's good. To
have
me,
you-
that's sick.
Have you ever seen Phone Booth?
No, is that
Really?
Which one's that?
No. What is
It's this guy answers this phone in a random phone booth, and the second co-star is a sniper in a building.
Oh, yeah.
and he talks to him the whole time.
Oh,
It's
that
the guy from
sounds sick.
24.
Yeah, I remember.
Jack
those.
Bauer or
okay,
whatever.
okay.
That's not his actual
That
name.
sounds like an episode of 24.
But
actually.
the whole episode is him like on the phone talking.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
The whole movie.
right?
Yeah,
So,
I remember that
that's
movie.
the only movie I
Yeah,
can think of.
Close.
But back to Venom though. I mean, I've actually heard a lot of mixed reviews.
I've
more
heard nothing but-
negative.
I've heard bad and bad. That's all I've
Where
heard.
have you heard bad from? I want to know, because this will take into my
just
next.
internet.
Yeah,
Just people
So-
who've seen
and
it.
random people.
The internet sucks. So all these review websites pretty much have shit on it, and it's all
Yeah,
critics.
right.
If I've gone into a million times about Fandango's. Rotten Tomatoes is owned by Fandango. Fandango's owned by NBC Universal. NBC Universal has a million production companies on their payroll, and
Whoa,
some of
did not
them
know
get
that.
huge. I mean, quit listening to that bullshit. Seriously,
I love Rotten Tomatoes though.
it's bullshit. It's
But-
total bullshit. The people that go like,
But there's audience scores too.
and when the audience score is a massive margin between the critic score, is that not a problem? Because Star Wars was that.
Kinda. No, there's some of those like really
No, I think
dumb,
that's a huge problem.
like
huge
National Treasure. The audience score. Wait a minute. Wait. The National Treasure audience score is super high because we all like that movie. but if you look
Nicolas
at it in
Cage is a
film way,
meme.
if you look at it in a film direct whatever, it's a shitty movie, but it's a fun movie to watch.
That's a fair point, and
Yeah.
that's to me that was kind of where Venom falls, because I'm tired of people, acting like comic book movies are Academy Award films.
Really?
And
There's
they-
only a few like Dark Knight.
I was gonna say
and-
after Dark Knight, everyone had their nose in the air. Like Dark Knight, and then like right after Iron Man came out, and Iron Man 1 was phenomenal. That's like one of the
Really?
best superhero movies of all time. But like ever since then, people are just like, oh, this movie sucks.
yeah,
This movie is good.
Dark
this
Knight
movie's not
definitely
bad."
was like the catalyst for that, because
Hell
that
yeah.
one was like.
I mean, how many people?
absurdly
How many
good.
people
Amazing.
growing up went to see the first Spider-Man or the old Batman, and those are fucking awful movies.
The
Yeah,
old-
but
old-
they
the
were so.
first-
But who
they were
said?
just
But
fun
who was
to watch.
who was going around complaining about them back then?
Nobody.
We knew better. For
Yeah.
some reason, we're just lost in that. But anyway, it was a good movie. I thought it was cool.
Was
It
there any-
actually strayed very close to the source material. The only thing is Spider-Man wasn't involved.
Yeah.
But like as far as like some of the characters and like they did actually. So what's interesting is Eddie Brock lives in San Francisco instead of New York.
Uh-huh.
He used to work in New York, and shit went wrong or something, so he's moving to San Francisco, and then this movie starts.
Got it.
I don't know. I would hope. Oh, there's something major.
Are you gonna spoil something? That's fine.
It's an
I'm not
end.
gonna
It's an
watch
end.
it.
It's an
Just go
end
for it.
credit thing.
I'm not
All
gonna
right.
watch
So
it.
people listening.
Spoiler.
Yeah. So the end credit thing. The character Carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the end credits. Eddie Brock goes to the prison to interview this guy. because he has like a YouTube reporter series that's Eddie
Okay.
Brock and the shit thing.
Okay.
He goes to the prison, and it's supposed to be Cletus Cassidy, the guy who's Carnage. He's like a serial killer. It's Woody Harrelson with like a nasty red wig that looks horrible.
Really?
I don't know who that is.
The guy in Zombieland. Woody Harrelson. I'll show you a picture
pull
of
up.
him.
He's
But like, what is that casting, dude? Woody Harrelson as Carnage?
I don't know. Is he good? Maybe he's good.
No,
I don't even know what Carnage looks like.
It just doesn't fit.
I on a other side note, I saw that
Why
dark
him?
that
Why
Dark
him,
Phoenix
right?
Why
trip.
him?
But so I figured out why.
Okay.
The same director as Venom did Zombieland. He was in Zombieland.
Oh, really?
That's another problem with Hollywood. You
Yeah.
just call up your guy. You don't cast the best role. You just call up a friend. Like, is that what we're doing now?
Right.
Like,
Fuck it. I was gonna say on a side note, I saw that Dark Phoenix trailer.
is that out? I didn't know the trailer was
Yeah,
out.
no, it's actually really dope. It's the girl from Game of Thrones.
Oh, no
Sophie
kidding.
Turner is Dark Phoenix.
Okay.
But it looks very dramatic and it looks sick.
Now, are they making any attempt to flip the X-Men properties to... I mean, I know... Never mind. I know the property situation with Marvel and Fox, but
I'm
are
still
they
confused
making
about
any,
it.
Are they making any attempt to, like, make it a new universe, or is it still the same...
Well, I heard this is the last one.
Yeah.
Last X-Men movie.
Right, but
ever.
are we still, like, in the Patrick Stewart, Hugh Jackman world, or is this a new thing?
That was another question that I had too because there's no Wolverine in the trailer, I think.
And he's a huge part of the Phoenix story.
Yeah, so who's gonna play him?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I personally don't like Hugh Jackman and Wolverine anyway.
Oh, you're tripping.
Yeah.
He was sick.
I hate when Nick says this.
What
It's
the hell?
dumb.
Logan was sick.
Logan wasn't a bad movie, but he's just, to me, not Wolverine, dude.
He is Wolverine.
No, he's
He is
not. He
Wolverine.
looks
he's been Wolverine
Wol-
since we were like 7.
He looks like Wolverine.
That's fair. No, so Wolverine is a rabid, filthy Mongol, like just terror, right? And he's just this rabid beast. Hugh Jackman looks like a Calvin Klein model. That's not Wolverine. He's way
They
too
rough him
good
up,
look-
though, for
He's
them.
way too clean and good looking, and constantly has his shirt and his pecs out. It's just annoying. It doesn't look like Wolverine to me. And his fights aren't even like Wolverine. Like, he should be like on all fours, like just mauling people.
I think
like,
they did a good job in Logan.
well, you know what? Most of my opinion comes off of that Solo Origins movie that he
That
had.
was
It was
so
literally
bad.
one of the
That
worst.
was one?
So
It was one of the
bad.
worst movies I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
With,
terrible. He goes to
brother
Japan,
around?
and it's the he goes to Japan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about X-Men Origins.
No. Oh, that's you're right. What is that one titled? The one where he goes to Japan.
I don't remember.
That's the one I'm talking about. That was horrible. Origins was awful also.
Origins was terrible.
But I don't remember. There's one where he goes solo to Japan.
Yeah, I remember that coming out, and there's like samurais and stuff, and
Yeah.
it looked weird.
It was bad. It was one
Yeah.
of the worst.
But yeah, they really messed up like the whole X-Men universe thing.
I'm curious if it's
They need to just reboot it because like
there's a bunch of bad movies in that run.
well, there was a bunch of bad movies, but also because they had to separate it from like the actual Marvel universe,
Mm-hmm.
it just got so confusing.
I think, I don't know.
This is all because of Fox, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
Fox owned X-Men, and Marvel like wanted to make X-Men movies, but they couldn't. And then they have like Quicksilver and stuff in
And
movies, and it doesn't
yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah, and it sucks because they're gonna have to probably just recast completely from the ground up.
yeah, I agree.
And there are certain ones that I
That were
don't
really good.
want them to recast.
Right.
Like the guy who plays the young Magneto.
Yeah, that was really good.
What the hell's that guy's name? The guy who played Steve Jobs in the recent one.
What? Ashton Kutcher.
That was Ashton
plays Steve
Kutcher.
Jobs.
No, there was
Yeah.
a second Steve Jobs.
Oh, I have no idea.
So if Marvel owned the X-Men, would they have been in Avengers, or are they just not in that comic book at all?
Eric Fassbender. And no, they're not.
Okay.
They're not.
Yeah.
I don't
not
know
off-
anything about.
So right off the bat, they're not really, but it's the same universe, and eventually there are. Oh, I just had a gross thought. So eventually there are times where they clash.
Really?
And there was this recent comic that came out called Avengers versus X-Men, and it was. I don't know what people's general consensus is, but I thought it was trash.
Really?
I thought it was stupid, and
It's a recent book.
it's a
Like,
recent,
how recent?
It's a like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. So it's not writing off like the Civil War
And it-
movie hype.
No, so
So it's before that.
here's the thing: like, you would think, like, they're gonna go back to old material and go things in chronological from comic material.
Yeah.
Civil War, they jumped the gun on that thing and just said, "All right, we're doing a Civil War movie."
Right.
So it makes me think if they do get the rights back, we might see an Avengers versus X-Men movie, and that worries me.
That's kind of hype.
It'd be hype
No,
as far
yeah,
as
it
like
would be a
what-
hype movie.
I'm fucking with
Everybody
that.
would be so.
everyone
hyped for
would be
that.
super hype, but it could potentially be terrible.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
it could
I
potentially
agree.
be terrible. But
that's so hype. They don't have to put any thought into it. They could just
Yeah.
release,
it would be an easy introduction too.
they could just release like the worst movie and it'll still be hype.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
yeah,
that's true.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
All it needs is just one big battle.
One
in
big,
the movie.
one crazy ass scene, and everybody be
Yeah.
like, "This is the best."
It
one.
has to be like a
Yeah.
3-hour movie though. There's no way you
Yeah.
can get everything you need. You know what I mean? You got to,
Yeah.
everything you
All those
want.
actors too. Fuck, that would be expensive as hell.
Dude. Yeah,
Shit.
those movies are at hand.
Ah,
Those movies are at a
They
hand.
just throw money in those
and
movies.
who can
I mean,
break the
it's
record
Disney.
of what the movie costs after what do you call it? Infinity War. You're never.
was
that-
it?
was that a
Infinity War
record?
is the top one?
I think it was. How could it not be?
Big Star Wars?
Yeah.
I mean, just off
I would
salaries alone.
I would guess one of the Star Wars movies
Yeah,
over Infinity War.
You don't think paying,
but not opening weekend though.
But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you don't think paying, oh, I'm
Robert
blanking
Downey
on
Jr.
names today.
right off
So
the-
bad.
right off the top
Robert
of my
Downey
head. Just off
Jr.
the top of my head.
He's great.
The dude who played Doctor Strange,
Guys,
the Thanos guy. I'm blanking on names today, bad. But yeah, there's a ton of names and ton of money going out to those people. So
Yeah.
who knows?
That's.
But they're just
wow.
going to keep upping themselves because they keep making money.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's making too much money for them to even think about it. Like they're
Well,
going to
they-
keep. Good.
Oh, no, go ahead.
They're just going to keep throwing these contracts at people's faces and just keep
Yeah.
paying them whatever it takes because they make way too much money off these movies.
Yeah, they actually just finished the last Avengers movie, right?
Yeah, that's the
saw,
planning. And Captain America's off. He jumped
Yeah, I
ship.
saw his tweet.
What? Really?
Yeah, Chris Evans is not playing Captain America
So he
anymore.
might die.
I got a name. Was that right? Chris Evans?
Yeah, I think
Wait,
that's
so
right. Sorry.
they finished the next one
Yes.
finished
Yeah,
filming
they're done
it?
filming.
Yeah.
and he quit afterwards. So he's going to be in this next one.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe his character died.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
He was supposed to die, I think, in the first one,
Hmm.
Infinity War.
Yeah, well, yeah. The book is crazy. If you guys haven't read just the Infinity War, just single run,
Mhm.
it's not a long book. It's just
Right.
like a thin comic book.
Do they
Read
bring?
it,
Do they
dude.
bring everyone back?
Read it. It's so good,
You
man.
could just spoil it for me. I'm not gonna read it.
Well, yes, but I mean, like the battle and
So they get the Dragon Balls and just
right. It's very different from the movie. Like the Infinity War book, that snap a finger and half the population is gone.
Right.
That's the start of the comic book.
Yeah, oh, that's
That's how the
dope.
comic book
okay.
starts.
Maybe I should read it.
Huh.
Yeah, and it gets down to the ending. I don't know how they're gonna end that movie, but like, it gets crazy. Like the entities of the universe like show up to fight Thanos and shit. Like
Like Mother Nature?
shit like that. Exactly. Shit like that shows up to fight
Wow.
him. Pretty much.
God.
I don't know how they're gonna do it in the book, but we'll see.
You mean
I
in
mean,
the
I'm
movie?
sorry, in the movie. Yes.
Yeah. That should be interesting. I still haven't even seen Infinity War.
You haven't seen
Damn,
it?
it's really good.
It just got like those movies. Just,
I watched it a
there's too
second
many.
time, and I've definitely done my fair share of shit talk of the new Marvel runs, and I like that movie a lot.
Maybe I'll check it out while I'm in Seattle next week.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This
you
week.
take
While-
it. Yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend just gonna hang out.
You
in
driving?
Seattle. No, flying.
So, dude, watch it on the. Oh, that's not a long flight.
No, it's like a hour-long flight.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
when,
can slip in half
maybe
of it.
when we
You could
land
definitely
there.
watch some of it.
Yeah, but maybe when we land. But
What are you guys doing?
we're just hanging out, man. We have literally no plans. We want to go look at the sites. You know, the needle thingy.
Space
tower.
Needle. You should
Yeah.
go see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is that? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, there's a
Nintendo. You can
Nintendo
go-
is
if
there.
they have
Yeah,
a
I'm
tour.
gonna see if they have anything cool because I would love to do something. The Pokemon Let's Go like tour thing is there like this weekend.
What is that?
Oh.
It's just like this big bus and you play Pokemon Let's Go and there's like a bunch of like Eevees and Pikachus running around. And,
Oh shit.
yeah, it's just
I've never even heard of that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
they're doing that over there right now. But yeah, I think maybe I'll check out that movie
Yeah.
because I don't know.
Gotta watch
like they just kept throwing these fucking superhero movies at me, and I was like,
Yeah.
I can't watch all these
Well,
guys.
just watch a YouTube
Yeah,
video.
that-
What you need to know before.
Yeah,
Infinity
see,
War.
that's what stopped me from watching the movie at first. I was like, oh, I need to watch this, and this still. But at this point, I've lost enough interest where I could just skip those and get to the good movie.
I'll say this: it is. I think what makes it okay for me is that is an easy task compared to what it is to catch up in comic books.
Right? Yeah,
That is a
absolutely. Yeah,
nightmare.
because that's a lot of issues.
That is
that's
a
lot of time.
nightmare. Like you, well, thank God for Wikipedia and being a future kid, but I don't know what I would have done growing up in the '80s. Jesus, Oh man.
You have to go to the other side of town to get the
Yeah, like
issue
you'll
missing.
read like a panel and it'll be like in the corner and it's like referenced in Amazing Spider-Man 37, and then you go to that and then it tells you another comic to reference and like.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's like that. It's huge.
It's crazy.
Holy shit.
It's crazy, and that was a ploy to get you to buy more books off the shelf.
Right.
Yeah.
You've been reading much comics lately or no?
I haven't touched a comic in
a while.
forever.
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, too much fucking content nowadays.
Yeah.
Probably just sitting on Netflix,
Yeah, I mean,
rewatching The Office.
you know,
Oh my god.
doesn't,
what I
ev-
do.
doesn't everyone?
I do it all the time.
My wife.
You guys see Steve Carell's tweet about the Office reboot?
Dude,
no
and
way.
he is 100% accurate.
100%.
Because I'm rewatching it because I'm making Jeannie watch it.
Nice.
And in like season 2 or something, Todd Packer comes on it and he's just like straight up like sexist, fuck, and like it's so bad. And
Dude,
what do you say?
How many racist jokes does Steve Carell drop in that show? Like, there's some, you know,
It
they
would not
couldn't-
last
Never.
today.
And it's funny because the people that outrage over that type of stuff are the people that are fans of The Office. It's
Yeah.
confusing.
You know,
thing.
so it's like I'm
Like,
not
I think it's funny.
I'm not like
Yeah,
an
I love
avid
it.
listener. I didn't really get through The Office. I don't find it entirely funny. Please don't murder me for that.
No, well, you should watch it.
I'll let the fans of The Office do that.
Yeah,
Those are
and
the
they
bad-
will.
yeah.
They will.
They will.
Those people are crazy. But but like I didn't know it was that like raunchy, I guess. Like I didn't
Dude,
know
yeah.
I didn't know it was that risky. And so seeing that tweet, I was like, you're kind of overreacting. But then people are pulling up like all these examples and I'm like, oh wow, like so
Did you see the quote tweet? It was like he's roasting like the office workers in the show, and he starts with this guy named Oscar, and he's gay. And he's,
yeah, I
and
did see
Oscar,
that.
you're gay. Boom, roasting. Like,
yeah, and I saw that and I was like, wow, like, you know, I didn't think that they were like this risky with the show. But yeah, so he's 100% right.
yeah,
That
it
would never
not
fly.
last today.
Yeah, that would not fly. But yeah, South Park and
Yeah,
Simpsons are still
I mean, it's
going
true.
Did you
strong.
see that South Park episode?
I did. Well, I didn't see it. I watched the
the
recap thing.
No, is there a crazy new one?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's based around school shootings.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
God.
No.
Should I talk about it? or-
Yeah, so talk about that and then I have some
Okay.
follow up on that one.
So I think it's the
Somebody gonna
season
deplatform
opener.
us, dude.
Nah,
That's
this shit crazy. This episode crazy.
That's crazy.
So it's based around school shootings, and the overall thing is they express through like comedy how common they are. So the situation is Cartman and Tolkien are in the classroom arguing with the teacher because Tolkien's arguing that I think Cartman cheated off his test, and so they're arguing. The teacher's talking to them, and then you start hear the shooting going off, pow pow, like people are yelling, and the SWAT breaks in, and he's like, "No, active shooter, active shooter." So Cartman and Tolkien are still arguing, and the teacher is looking around the SWAT officer, like ignoring the SWAT officer completely. Just like that, like it's normal, like it's a normal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they're still arguing. He's like, "Oh, he cheated," and then the SWAT officer's like, "Active shooter, get down, get down," and they're just completely ignoring the SWAT guy.
Oh my god.
And it happens like 5 times in the episode where a shooting happens, and the only person that's freaking out is Stan's mom, I think, and Randy tries to pass it off as her PMSing.
Oh my god.
It's crazy the show's on still.
Yeah,
really
no, dude,
is.
it's insane. And she's like expressing to someone, and he's standing behind her, and he's trying to do a charades of like she's on her period.
Oh
And
my
he
god.
has a red rag. He's like waving it in front of his crotch. and she starts like whoever she's talking to, the dude or whatever, starts ignoring her, and he's like, red rag waving. He's trying to guess like charade. It's
That's
fucking
amazing.
funny if you can take the comedy as it
Yeah,
is.
seriously.
Like, yeah, it's a terrible situation to joke about, but fucking South Park is crazy for
so
that.
what I was talking about, and on the school shooting thing,
Yeah.
so that was like the first episode of the season.
Yeah.
They're like halfway through now,
Oh, they went in hot.
and 3 of the episodes this season have started with a school shooting, and just nothing
Oh,
happens. They
oh
just
my
keep that joke rolling. That they just keep happening. But they came out with an episode that was a play on the whole like Simpsons Apu drama.
Oh, okay.
So that the guy who plays Apu came out with a documentary that's called "The Problem with Apu," and it's,
What is it like?
he's just saying how playing a stereotypical character for all those years like was really harmful for him. It like created all these problems for Indian Americans and all this and that. It's on Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a pretty deep thing, and he ended up leaving The Simpsons because of it. But the South Park episode is called "A Problem with a Poo," and Mr. Hanky is back. And then it's just like there's like a play on like the Kavanaugh thing and all this,
Holy shit.
all the shit that they're known for. But at the end of the episode, they tell Mr. Hank that he needs to like leave town or whatever, and then he's they're like, yeah, like there's still some places that accept bigots, and he just ends up in Springfield.
Dude, they got whooped.
Yeah,
that's
he-
hella
fucking-
funny.
And
God,
ends
how's
up
this
in
on TV?
Springfield, and then the last thing is just screen goes black and it says #cancel the Simpsons.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought
That
they
aired
were-
that aired like last week or
I
a
thought
couple
those
days
two
ago.
makers had a good relationship too. 'Cause
People
I know the
people
Family
are
Guy
still
and them hate each other.
Yeah.
But at Simpsons, I thought they were fine.
people are still trying to figure out if it was like serious like play like joking
Or they're
with
just
them,
trolling.
or if they're just trolling the guy who actually played Apu and made all this like
Right.
all these problems out of that.
probably
There's been some crazy shows lately. If you've seen Who's America with the guy who plays Sacha Baron
dude,
Cohen,
I've still been.
that
Which
shit
one
is
is that?
so funny.
I've still been meaning to get to that.
He plays all these different characters and somehow gets interviews with like well-known political people. Like he has
Yeah.
one with Bernie Sanders,
Oh wow.
and he
Okay.
has one with these like Republican senators and stuff. And he makes him do very
Yeah, the one I've seen,
crazy.
the one
shit.
I've seen is he's dressed up as this like Israel like American guy, and he's trying to start a program to teach kids to use guns, and the program is
Elementary
for,
kids.
Yeah, the program is for like kids 4 and up or
Oh
something like that.
my
and he
God.
gets
And they got-
legitimate senators to sit down and discuss this with him.
and back it.
One guy had to step down after being on the show, and he's like, "Oh, he got me. I guess I do what
Yeah.
I do what I have to
Are
do."
you serious?
And he quit.
He was like, "We need to arm our children in school." Like,
This is real
like
shit. No
kindergarten.
way.
Yeah,
It's Borat to the next level.
it's on that Nathan For You type of show.
I love that show.
They
That
just fuck
show's
with
so
people.
good. Not enough
Well,
people
he
know about
produces
that.
it. He produces
Oh, does he?
What is America or Who's America?
Oh, Nathan Fielder?
Yeah, he's part of the show.
Oh.
So that's why it's probably really good.
Yeah, that
You
explains
need
it.
to watch it. It's only 6 episodes.
Where can I watch it? Hulu?
No, I think it's only on, what does he have on Showtime?
Or you can just torrent it.
Hard to
You'll find
get.
it.
Yeah, it's one of those.
So it's like airing right it's airing right now?
No, it's been done. Season's over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah,
It was a
okay.
great 6 fucking weeks.
Yeah, it was getting a ton of buzz.
It's funny. It's
no, that
funny
sounds-
as fuck,
that
dude.
sounds
And
like a
that's,
big-
you know what?
big thing.
I take my hat off to that guy because after he did Borat and like some of the other bad ones, but like he did all those characters, I thought, dude, his career's over. Like,
Right.
no one's gonna fall for this anymore. They already
Yeah.
know, whatever. And he's coming up with ways to stay alive and be successful as hell.
Good
And
ideas, too.
That guy
It's
is
so funny.
so good at what he does.
To an extent, the guy who does, we could say he did Borat, he did things like that.
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, like people will bite just because his name is on it.
Yeah.
But it has to be somewhat decent. But these are like good ideas. Like these are good shows. Like this sounds like something I want to watch. I've never heard of this until right now, and it sounds like something I'd want to watch.
100% you need to watch it.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
He just straight roasts all these people the whole time. And they have no idea.
That's crazy.
And I don't know. Apparently, I was listening to an interview with him, but he goes like so many extra measures. Like he's saying that he has to sit with the people for hours before filming and act like an idiot to convince them that it's not real. Because if the cameras come on and then all of a sudden he's just this weirdo,
Right,
So he has
it's
to
a
like
joke.
sit
So
with
he has
these
to
people
sell
for
it to them.
hours. He sells it for hours before off camera and stuff.
Wow.
Like when he was Borat, and Borat was like doing its run, and he was like trying to get publicity for it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up to the Oscars or one of the award shows.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up there with like a carriage pulled by like some old women or something as Borat. He showed up to like the award ceremony, dude, like just like
That's
that by like these like
insane.
old peasant dressed women.
Oh
Like,
my
He goes
God.
extra mile to sell products.
That's why shit's so
And
good.
that's like off camera.
Yeah,
Like that's insane. Like that's for nothing pretty much. Like that would be quality content on the movie or like on a show, but he's
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna do this off camera just because it's gonna work.
Yeah,
He's
it's not
building
even-
lore almost.
That's genius.
Yeah,
It's genius.
that's exactly what he's building lore.
Yeah, seriously.
As a little Borat lore.
That guy's so
That's one
good.
thing I thought I'd never hear in my life. Borat lore.
I
That's a rough
I
one.
go on the Borat Reddit and discuss
Surprise.
updates.
That's
I wonder if there's a
shit.
Borat sub.
Oh, there
probably
certainly
is.
is. I started it.
I wonder how many
You
subs.
started it.
Cody Fuentes started a shout out.
Oh yeah,
I wonder how many subs are even on Reddit, dude.
yeah. It's
Oh,
it's,
don't even.
it's
ask that
crazy
question.
because there's just so many
Infinite.
with like 1 or 2 subscribers. or,
Yeah.
I
you know,
went on
stuff
the
like
Black
that.
Ops Reddit to just look at
Oh,
stuff because
okay.
I've been playing, and I don't really go on Reddit. And I clicked on new just to see like what the buzz was or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like 50 posts every second.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
crazy.
just like like if there was like a meter that spins when people go, that thing would be like like fucking nuts.
Jesus.
I don't know how the mods shuffle through all that stuff.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
There can't be. It has to be automated. It's like
Yeah, I hate automated mods on Reddit.
what else? Oh, I want to mention because we just did that Jump Force beta giveaway.
Yeah,
Shout outs to the winner. Sorry, I don't remember your Twitter right now, but
Oh, we'll pull it up, man.
Yeah, we can pull it up.
Here,
But
I'll
it's
pull it up.
that
Thank you.
beta's getting a little buzz.
a little bit.
It's a.
I haven't watched
little-
anything.
Yeah, I watched a little, and I'm just not. I'm not getting the direction.
Right? Yeah, that's how I feel.
I
with
don't
the game.
get what they're aiming at.
Me neither. Because
Um,
like I want that game to be good. I want it to be beautiful, and I want it to be fun.
It's all the things we want, but
but
it
it's
ain't
not.
giving me the things I want.
Yeah.
you know.
You found him?
Yeah, I got the winner.
All right.
So we're-
Shout out to our winner.
Big shout out to T-Dub to God. Thank you for enjoying. Hopefully you listened as well, because
Yes.
you would actually hear your shout out right now if you were listening.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So enjoy the beta, and yeah, shout out to you, T-Dub.
So they also did the beta on like a weird schedule, which is typical, but
Now it is, and I
Yeah,
hate betas like
it's-
this.
I
I didn't
don't-
even get to. I mean, I don't really care because I'm gonna buy the game anyway. But the Dark Souls beta on the Switch, like,
wait. A Dark Souls beta?
yeah,
Why would that game require a beta?
it was like a network
a
stress
play
test
test.
kind of thing.
That's
online.
It's just weird to me because that's a remake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why
they
would
did,
you
They did it
beta
on
a
everything.
remake?
That's
that's
I
weird.
don't know.
That makes no sense.
But yeah, the playtimes were all like when I was at work or when I was like with my girlfriend or something, and I didn't even get to touch it once.
yeah.
Didn't really matter to me. Like I was already sold when they said Dark Souls is coming to Switch.
Right.
But you know, it's like I hate those timed betas. They're stupid.
yeah.
They're stupid.
Just
Well,
make it a weekend thing.
Just make it a weekend.
I think they're being cautious because there's definitely
Data
been a history
miners.
of well, not even that. There's been awful beta launches. Like there's been
Mhm.
betas where you couldn't play,
Yeah.
you know, at all, and not even a bit. You launch a beta, and no
I
one
didn't get
gets
to play the Dragon Ball Fighters beta.
The
Not
old,
even
so
one
I got
match.
into the closed beta because I was so
Hmm.
wild. I paid somebody for a code,
Wow.
but
Ooh.
I was.
I think
trying
I was
to
in
play
the
that
closed
shit.
beta. Yeah, I was in the closed beta also. I couldn't on Xbox. The servers didn't work.
Oh no, kidding.
Yeah,
Open beta was.
even-
I mean,
even
closed beta
closed.
was fine for me. Open was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like I remember DJ Khaled tweeted about the open beta.
Wow.
Really?
Real shit. When the open beta for Dragon Ball Fighters came out, he tweeted, he's like, I can't get online. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was
like a picture.
pathetic.
I think it was a picture of him on the phone, and the tag was like calling Bandai Namco because I can't get on the beta or something like that.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's a problem. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, that stuff needs to work.
I think a lot of these developers are just worried about people getting burnt out, like before the game's even out.
yeah, you don't want to
Okay.
give away.
I remember
too
that was
much.
an issue with like Destiny 1. A lot of people I know played the beta like crazy because it was open for like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
It was like, you know, back in the day when that was like a thing. Like a
They-
beta was like
Yeah.
2 weeks long.
Yeah, long betas.
Yeah, and so you know, there were a couple people I knew who played the beta like crazy for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Same with Titanfall. Same thing. A lot of my
Yeah.
friends
I loved that beta.
they it was like a 2 week long beta,
Mhm.
and so people played it like crazy, and then the game comes out like, you know, less than a month later, and they're like, oh, I already did this a bunch of times.
Right.
Especially with Destiny when you're just doing like 2 strikes, and then the game comes out, and those 2 strikes are in the game plus just like one more.
Hey, we
Yeah.
talked a couple episodes ago about Xbox struggling for like titles that they own.
Yeah.
Where's Titanfall at? That game was sick.
I don't think it did very
Damn,
well.
Sucked.
Yeah,
The second one did.
the second one didn't do well.
It didn't do well at all.
No.
Oh, man.
That game pretty much went on sale like immediately.
Wow.
I think the studio shut down actually.
Wow.
I want to say like
Well,
there was the studio shut
one
down.
was so sick, man.
I think it was just because it was new.
New, yeah.
But that's, I mean, you know, you have a foundation and you
Mhm.
put
And you
more new
build on
stuff
it.
on what was old before.
Yeah, the second one was very. I didn't play it, but from reviews and critics and or players, I mean, I don't care about critics. It was very lackluster. They didn't build enough on what was already there, and
Isn't that funny? Titanfall gets shitted on for not adding enough, and Destiny doesn't.
Yeah.
But they got Bungie, like, you know what
Yeah,
I
I mean,
well-loved Bungie at that
people
time.
love brand names.
Their first game past Halo.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that people will never shit on those big companies. There's no reason Call of Duty, like, even though I'm excited to play the new one when I get home,
Right.
there's no reason those games should be getting 8 out of 10 every year. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Fair, very fair.
That doesn't make any sense.
Give a real review.
It's not real. Like, these reviews are paid for.
I like donkey reviews.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there are some reviews too that people have like I've pulled up, and literally like they'll put like a long review, like a typed one.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff they say is like legitimately wrong.
Yeah.
Like that bad. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, why should I listen to this score? You know, like what is it like at the office to be a critic? You know what I mean? Like what are you really doing? And what is your background? What are you really aware of? Because the people reviewing games should be people like us. I don't typically want to do it.
No,
I shouldn't. I don't want to do it, but like people that in this case that would be willing to do it and they're enthusiasts should do it.
I agree.
feel like it's people with journalistic backgrounds with a little bit of game history.
I
you know
agree.
what I mean? Like
I listened to like an IGN's Nintendo podcast, and for the most part, like, those guys are all good. Like, they know what they're talking about. But like, there's one person on there who like constantly like says things that are just wrong.
and
I'm just like, how are you here?
That's a problem.
Yeah, I agree. Like, because it's like, sure, like, you have like a journalistic degree and like maybe a background even, and you qualify for a journalistic job. But if you don't really know what you're talking about, if you're not enthusiastic about what you're talking about, and this could be movies, it could be music, it could be games, it could be anything. If you just got a job because you're a journalist, it doesn't make any sense. You're gonna put out a bad review, and I'm with you. Like, if a critic score and a user score are like drastically apart,
Yeah.
it's that person should lose their job.
Well, and I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like, for example, a lot of people, the heavy fans, they tell, dude, people shit on IGN daily.
Constantly.
And a lot of people, they would rather subscribe to, like, the single people that do YouTube channel, like, stuff. Like, there's the guy Maximilian who does the fighting game stuff.
Yeah.
You know, event hubs? People shit on event hubs.
Okay.
People go to Max for news more than event hubs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, clearly, this corporation format doesn't work for the market. It doesn't work for that.
Do you watch many reviews or read many reviews? You strike me as somebody who just, you know what you're buying and you're okay with it. That's how you are.
Well, I mean, I guess the donkey ones when he drops
those,
them. But that's not he's not a reviewer.
I'll watch those even if I don't care about the game.
But his reviews are actually kind of deep.
Yeah,
Like, he just
I
did the
agree.
new Assassin's Creed, and now I'm not gonna buy it because it would just look like shit.
Was
Yeah.
he honest about it looking like shit? or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
then
He shows all the glitches and stuff too. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
sick. Okay.
I think that's another one that IGN was like, this is the best, Assassin's
There
Creed
hasn't
of
been a
all
good
time.
Assassin's Creed in like 10 years. Who's
Yeah,
kidding?
I can't
Who
believe
are we
those-
kidding?
I
I
can't
was
believe-
excited for this one. I
Yeah,
like
you were
Roman,
excited. I remember
Roman
you were
time.
telling me, you're like, yeah, I'm going to buy it. And I was
No,
like,
I won't.
really? Like, I haven't bought an Assassin's Creed game since 2.
Yeah, they're not
Wow.
inherently good. I mean, when's the last one you played that was good?
I played the British one.
I remember the biggest
Syndicate?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Syndicate.
That's the one I played.
I remember the biggest hype was the American one, and that was terrible.
Oh, the Native American
The
one.
Native American.
Oh, yeah,
one.
that one was cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
Not it wasn't Civil War, but like the
They're gonna run
invading
out of
I don't even know
ethnicities
what-
real
I don't know what you
quick.
call it.
Coming
Yeah,
out with
they
like
are.
2 games a year. It's like,
They need to
you're
drop
gonna-
the samurai one already.
They're gonna
Samurai
have, they're gonna
would be
stupid on that
hot.
one.
They're gonna have to go to Aliens soon.
Future. I would be hella down for Future.
Yeah, Future one would actually be
that
really
would look
cool.
so sick.
Yeah.
I wanted to backtrack real quick
Yeah, what's
to you were saying Xbox and the games. We'll probably see at next year's E3 what they're doing with all those
studios.
the companies.
That's
that
what
they
your
bought.
brother's saying.
Yeah,
I think he's right. It's I don't know. I feel like I just want something now. Like
I love talking about
buy
this with
Red
you guys.
Dead.
too.
Buy Red
This
Dead.
is the first Xbox game I've bought since like Gears 2
Yeah,
or
I was gonna
Gears
say
4.
I love talking with you guys about this because it's crazy. Because like I see Xbox and I'm like I look at it as a glance and I'm like, oh, that it sucks for them, and I don't even think about it. But that's got to be on your guys' mind often.
I only have it because all my friends have it,
It's it.
It's crazy.
and
That's it.
because we started with that.
It's crazy.
Because it was the first online,
Do
big
you-
online one.
What Xbox ones do you have? The original?
Yeah, I have
The
the
same
original,
one
I
the
have,
big one.
I have the S.
You have the day one still?
Not the day one, but like that one.
Oh, okay.
First
the like big one.
generation.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is because I got one on launch because the only launch title for the new generation I wanted to play was Killer Instinct. So I
Which was
bought-
not that good.
Yeah, it wasn't
was
great.
free?
A lot of people like it, but it was.
It was a free game.
But anyway, I bought an Xbox One on launch for that. I didn't get a PS4, and it started, running like shit.
Really?
It started running like shit. And then what happened was, say like 2 months in, it wasn't reading discs.
Wow. That's
It wasn't
crazy.
reading discs. So I went online and I found a video, some jank video, some dude like recording on his crap phone.
Yeah. You
And
put
he
the
was like-
pennies in the Xbox or whatever.
Well,
just
some
like the
some
old
beast
days.
said, no, yeah, just like that type of stuff. And he goes, turn it over, and there's this like sticker, and he points at the sticker and he says, knock right here as hard as you can. So I turned it over and I hit it as hard as I could, and then it read discs. And he said in the video that this is like a maintenance thing, like he has to do it like every like couple weeks. I hit that thing as hard as I could, made sure it could read discs, and then I traded it in for a PS4.
Nice.
So
Why they got weird shit? 360 had the towel trick.
Right.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Wait, the towel trick.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
like
piece of
overheat
shit.
your
You overheat
Xbox
your
to fix
Xbox.
it.
I sent mine in on warranty like 4 times.
Oh yeah.
I was literally the number one public enemy victim of that.
Yeah. I lost 3 Xbox 360s to that, and the second one, when I sent it in, it took him like a month and a half to get it back to me.
Takes a long time. I remember that.
Yeah. The first time I got it back within like a week.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, it took like a month and a half. And then after the third one, I was like, dude, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, I didn't even want it anymore.
Crazy, man. That's
When you-
crazy.
Like a month and a half without your console. Like, I know that's a first world problem if
Mhm.
anybody's ever heard one.
Yeah.
But like, that's a long time to be without a product that you
Well,
just spent
yeah,
like
like-
$300-$400 on.
And, you just got Halo or Gears or whatever
Mhm.
it was at the time. Like, that
Yeah.
sucks.
And you know who's good about warranties? And I know I praise them every episode, but Nintendo's crazy. Like, you send in your Switch for an issue, not only do you get one like 2 days later, they just send you a new one.
What?
Yes.
You don't have to prove at all?
Well, you have to send yours in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my question.
I had an issue with one of my
I was
Joy-Cons.
like, I'm about to order a new one right now.
Oh, yeah.
I sat on it. Send me a new one.
I had an issue with one of my Joy-Cons, and I sent it out. Same day I get an email that they are sending mine. Like, same day. It's fucking crazy because I guess they received it because like their maintenance center is in LA.
Oh, okay.
So I shipped it out in Ventura where Hannah lives.
Right.
So same day that I shipped it out, I get an email saying that they've shipped my new one. And I get it in and it's not mine. It's a brand new Joy-Con.
Nice.
And people say they've gotten brand new switches, like brand new everything.
Dude,
That's
fuck
good.
it. They probably just fix it and then they sell the
They sell it
refurbished.
refurbished. That's what
Yeah.
they do. Yeah. There's no reason that other manufacturers can't do the same thing. Maybe that's what Microsoft does now.
Yeah, I haven't turned
Speak-
in. I mean, the phones do that. Well, Google doesn't. I just actually sent in a phone and got a brand new one in the box
Mhm.
too. It's funny you mentioned that.
Google's good with that.
Google's great with that. I
Mhm.
mean, a lot of the tech companies nowadays know they have to because
Yeah.
people will go on Twitter and write a horrible article about you if
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
don't. You know?
and it gets all those likes and retweets.
Exactly.
In hot
Mhm.
water.
Exactly.
I personally I really like my Xbox One S.
Yeah.
Like, I like the fuck out of
so,
I
so you did get the S.
Yeah, I bought
okay.
the S.
Mm.
I just wanted to go back to that.
Yeah.
But I really fucking like that.
Mhm.
It's small, it's nice.
They were pushing it hard when Dragon Ball came out because that was optimized for that console.
No, that's the X.
Oh, what is the
So
S?
there's 3 different ones. So there's the Xbox One, which is the one I have, the big black one
Okay.
that you had. There's Xbox One S that is smaller, slimmer.
And it has 4K media.
And it has 4K media, so you can watch 4K Netflix, 4K Blu-rays,
and
and,
then
things
X
like that.
has the games.
And X has the
Yeah.
games.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what is the price difference of these?
So
Yeah.
the original is gone,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
What do you mean? Oh, you can't buy it anymore?
I don't think so because the S is down to $200.
Oh, that's so nice.
Like-
Are you serious?
Yeah, like my little brother got one on Black Friday for like $150.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I might look Black Friday
He-
this
he
year
was-
at, but what am I gonna
you
play?
should.
On there?
Nah, they're sick.
He
You
was-
can play
You know what?
Halo when it comes
If
out.
a new Gears is
Mhm.
coming out,
There you go.
I'm gonna have to have.
But it's
Black.
funny, my
Yeah.
little brother, he wasn't going to get an Xbox. And I was like, you need to get one. Like, Monster Hunter's coming out on Xbox. You need to get one. And he was like, no, like, I don't want to spend the money. I was like, these things are cheaper than 3DSs right now. I literally said that to him. That's a direct quote. I was like, these are cheaper than 3DSs right
That's
now.
a good. They should hire you to do their marketing. That would sell cake.
Yeah, and he replies like, all right, I'm on my way. I'm gonna go get one. And he got one. It was $150. He got the Xbox One S, like an extra controller and a $50 Target gift card. Like it was the most
Wow.
insane deal ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
So okay, but yeah, the X. How much is the X?
The X is $500.
Okay, that's a problem.
That's a
and I
price
have
tag.
no reason to buy
I
it
have
until there's exclusives that
More
can
of a problem.
only be played on there.
Yeah.
So like I really can't. I know I said this in another episode. I cannot see myself buying the X until
Well, and
Never.
think of the experience you've gone through the past 4 or 5 years. You have nothing to play. Why would you upgrade?
Yeah, there was a point. There was a point where I wanted it really bad because I was like, I don't have anything that can stream 4K. I have a 4K TV now, and I'm just like, what? It's like, well, maybe I'll get an Xbox One X. I can play some of my games in 4K. This will be cool. And I was like, what games?
Exactly. That's
immediately.
the
It's like,
question.
what,
That's what
what
matters.
games?
That's
Because
like
what matters.
indies. Like that's the only non-commercial game Xbox have are indie.
everything I'm playing indie wise on my Switch.
Yeah.
I've got the way to win back the market, Microsoft. Listen up. You're going to have to give up some, money, some perpetuity, some royalties or what have you. You need to bring Steam in and just make the next console with them. Because Steam dabbled in making a console before.
That would be crazy.
Steam did make a console.
They
right?
dabbled.
They
It was-
kinda did,
It was
kinda.
horrible. It was bad.
What was it?
It's just a Steam box. It's streamed. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
the Steam box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But bring them in, make the next thing like Steam, port most, if you can, of this current Steam library. Make it
That
work
would
like
be
make
crazy.
it work like Steam. Have those weekly sales. Have the yearly Steam blowout sale. All the same titles, the functionality,
See,
the community, all that stuff.
That's why I don't see console gaming going another generation strong. Like, why would I go out and buy another console when it comes out? Oh, wait, hold on. Stop right there. Actually, I'm going to say this first and then some exciting news. Why would I go out and buy another console, which they're obviously going to be like $500 to $700, right? That's what I'm expecting them to be.
Next consoles.
Yeah. And then I have to dish out money for these games that people are going to buy on PC on their PCs that they have already had that they didn't have to spend extra money on. And they're going to get those games for cheaper.
Exactly.
It's like,
I mean,
I've never liked the idea of PC gaming, but at this point I'm like, realistically, do I have another option?
and that long conversation we have about Nintendo's online service, right? And it's only $20 a month, and you have to pay. It's hard for Nintendo to run. Hey, what's PC's excuse?
It's free.
Yeah.
What's PC's excuse?
It's just all open infrastructure.
Why don't
That's why they're able
consoles
to do that.
Because
Yeah.
they're greedy ass.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox
And that's
is
why
the reason why we have to
Xbox
they have to
obviously
charge.
is not greedy right now. They can't be. They can't afford to be greedy right now. So bring in somebody like Steam
Yeah.
and change the market.
The only thing
That'd
that
be
I like paying
Yeah,
for,
I mean-
like, is cloud saves is really cool. Xbox gives you that for free though, which is really cool. Whether or not you have Xbox Live, even Silver, you get that for free. PlayStation, you have to pay for it, and Nintendo, you have to pay for it. But see, that I understand because that's server space, and that's server space for a lot of people's save data. So I don't mind paying for that.
And it's a risky investment
But-
because if you get enough people, it can pay back. But if you don't get enough people, you're bleeding money.
Yes.
So that's
But besides that, like, what am I really paying for? It's like, am I really paying this much money to play games online? Like,
it's crazy.
it doesn't make any sense.
You're already paying your internet provider.
Yeah,
It's weird. It's a weird.
it's a weird market these days.
And I was, I mean, remember that net neutrality thing was going on?
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
like, oh, the servers, they can't handle it. It's like, excuse me, I paid PlayStation $20 a month. Like, don't even tell me I have to pay more. Like,
Yeah.
stop. Like,
Oh, what I was gonna say, I saw a headline the other day that PlayStation officially said they're working on the next generation
I
console.
saw that.
Yeah,
I
I,
did
didn't
see
open
that.
the article though.
2020, I believe, is
When they're gonna announce it, or when
either
it's out.
I won't be out 2020. I doubt that.
What do you think it's gonna be?
You don't think
like?
so? I think they could definitely announce it this
Oof.
2019, have it out by 2020.
I expect
If they announce
I
it-
expect to be disappointed
I expect to be disappointed. Yeah.
because just what you said right now. What's it going to be like?
What's it gonna be?
What can they
like?
do?
They,
What can they do that the
who
current gen
could
isn't
tell,
doing?
Like, what are you gonna do?
If you can make the graphics
That's
look like
not
playable
enough.
cutscenes,
That's not enough.
playable cutscenes, then maybe I might lean.
Nah, that's
not
nowhere
enough.
near enough.
It's not enough. And you know what? Like I said, Microsoft, when PS5 gets announced and no one's caring and everyone's underwhelmed, you come in and say, hey, we partnered with Steam. Our console runs the Steam market in the Steam library.
That would
and you can
honestly
play it,
be
and all the
insane.
games will be cross-platform with PC players.
That's what
I'm
Microsoft
guessing.
wants. That's Microsoft's goal.
Honestly,
Well, they already
sure.
do that now.
I mean, they're Microsoft. Why wouldn't it be?
Exactly.
That'd be crazy. But so then, what would you pay?
Well, I mean,
then?
they've already dabbled in this because they kind of
Yeah, I don't know,
tried
man.
bridging the gap between like PC
Damn.
gaming and console.
There would be so many games you could fucking play.
So many games.
Like even the Greenlight games. All these
I mean,
indie
and you
games.
can. There's already people that they build a micro PC, and it pretty much looks like a console, but you turn it on your TV
Yeah.
and it loads up Windows.
Yeah.
Microsoft can easily integrate just.
They
the
own
Steam.
Windows!
They own it all.
Yeah.
Just give us a console that is up to par with maybe not the current. Yeah, it should be current gen PCs, and.
But would you willingly spend like $1,000 on that?
It wouldn't have to be $1,000. The reason those consoles are less and they're just as powerful is because they make all these deals with these companies and they outsource everything.
Right.
It's all made in Japan and Taiwan. That's why they're all able to do that. When you buy those parts, it's like you're building what they're building. But
Right.
You don't get the deals they do. If the CEO of Microsoft calls up, Intel and says, "Hey, I need 50 million processors," they're going to hook them up.
Yeah,
That's
you're
why
right.
they're cheaper.
You're right.
But yeah, I mean, it's got to make some kind of move.
Yeah.
We'll
There's-
see, man. The future.
Yeah. There hasn't been much else. I mean, there's been a lot of game news lately.
Yeah.
A lot of game news. Not a whole lot of other stuff though.
I got a goofy off topic I wanted to bring up with you
Yeah.
guys.
What's that?
Go ahead.
So, the robot apocalypse is upon us.
Dude, that video that
Did
you
you see
shared-
that video?
Yeah.
Did you see the video?
Of
So,
the robot
you-
like
have
jumping
you seen,
up stuff.
Boston Dynamics.
Well, yeah. He did a backflip too, right?
I didn't see the
okay,
backflip.
so
I've seen
that's
that.
even worse
that's
now.
old, right?
That's old.
So, yeah, they have the dog, too.
Yeah.
So, that's Boston Dynamics.
They like kicked the.
So, they put out a new video with their newest technology. It is eerie. It's terrifying.
I want to see.
It's
it.
crazy.
It's probably
yeah.
crazy.
Take a
sick.
look.
Oh, he
Yeah.
has it pulled up already.
Thank you.
That was fast.
Is it very like fluid now?
It's terrifying, dude. Like, we're done.
Like I
Does
just,
it
I
do
just,
the
I
robot?
just pictured like 10 of these things like chasing somebody down the street.
terrifying.
So I'm looking right now. It's hopping up a bunch of like boxes.
Yeah.
And the spot before that, rewind a little bit.
Holy shit!
The very
Yeah,
first
it's crazy.
run in over the log is the scariest.
It's so fluid.
Like what I'm saying is like that thing could definitely like start chasing people.
No, certainly.
Yeah.
That's your police task force, like easily, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So what are they gonna do
That's
with
not-
it? What's
that's not
their
a
main
bad
mission?
idea.
who knows? Somebody's gonna hit them up. Like maybe I don't know. Who knows? But like, what?
That's not the worst idea ever.
No, somebody will hit them up. Yeah, it's
No,
not.
the police.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Using
it's
these
not.
for
And
like,
I mean-
using these for like bomb situations. or
Yeah,
something?
that would use
Yeah.
it for that.
The
Yeah.
the problem is once they do that, people are gonna.
Don't give it empathy.
You know what? Well, hey, it would be the time because of the, all the police shit that goes on.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, problem solved.
It'd
Robots.
be a good time, a good way to solve these problems.
Problem solved. Robots.
I
But
can't-
the problem would be
Dude,
is, hey,
how the
Flint,
hell?
Michigan doesn't have water, but we're getting robot task force. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be the problem.
Can you imagine the day when our police force is literally just like self-driving cars and robots?
Dude, crazy.
Woo, pull over, pull over.
But I mean, at some
Tickets just dispense.
at
just
some
comes
point,
out of the
this is
door.
inevitable, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel
I mean,
like
why else are you building that?
I feel like it'd be a good solution. Even
Yeah, I mean, the people, the head guy at that company over there, you ask him, why are you doing this?
Mhm.
What's his answer?
I want to
Yeah.
know. I
What's
wanna
his
know.
Like
answer?
especially if you give it emotions or something somehow through AI.
Well, now we're getting weird because then, like,
I
now
know.
we're getting
Don't do
very
you know what I
that.
mean? Like, is it if you a lot of the plot line lore in Overwatch is this, which is funny, but yeah, it's like, dude, are we consider that alive? Is that sentient? Is it
Yeah.
not? What is artificial intelligence?
Mhm.
What do we?
Yeah, it's getting weird.
It's weird times, man.
It's getting weird. Yeah.
weird. But like I said, it's the best at times also, because
When you take robots out of the equation, we're living in the best of times.
well, they're
but
not here yet.
Robots are weird to me.
I think it'll be a major integration where we have white hair, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or maybe no hair. I don't know how you guys' genetics are.
I'm
We'll see.
white hair for me.
We'll
But,
see. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I saw like I think I said on the show recently about it. I'm on Futurology. It's a subreddit.
Yeah, it's a summer.
And some guy was like, he's like, some country is talking about how they want to invest in robots because they want to be able to make it so robots do all the work and people get all the money and then everybody's just happy. And I'm like, wow, what a life. I'm ready right
never
now.
Never gonna happen that way.
Yeah, no, that's what it said to me. I was like, you are not very realistic here.
And-
You think those robot
yeah.
makers are just gonna be like, keep all the money?
Yeah. Well, not only that, it's like you are who you are right now because of what you've gone through in your life.
Uh-huh.
And bring robots into your life, do all the work for you. You're kicking your feet up. But imagine being born into a world where the robots do all the work. What kind of dumb people are those going to be?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
who-
When
that's-
there's no more like requirements for life, then it's just like,
What's it gonna be?
You know, what's the point?
what's it going to be?
People
you
are just
know?
living off Google and Wikipedia for education. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, people will argue, hey, you know, that most of the jobs nowadays are, you know, they utilize your brain, not your body. But like,
Yeah.
the problem is, hey,
Well-
look how many people are trying to get jobs in that market and can't because, you know, you just don't got it, dude. It's natural talent.
Right.
Some people program computers like wizards, and some people can't. It's just like me. I can't play in the NBA, but LeBron James can. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're right.
you know, it's just
Straight
that
out of
simple.
high school too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Some people aren't going to cut it. So, you know.
But you know, I don't know. I could see you know, what's this socialist country just being like, yeah, everybody take all the money. We got robots now.
Yeah, I mean, to what extent? What are they doing? I
What do you mean?
What are they doing?
I
in
really don't know if
society?
it's gonna be for military usage or just
That's the first thing.
usefulness.
That's the first thing that comes to mind because I feel like if somebody comes out and they're like, "Hey, we got robots. They're gonna fight war for us. We don't have to send troops anywhere anymore." That's gonna be like crazy.
yeah,
But
I
then
mean
who
that
are
would
the-
be great if
But
we have
see,
robot army.
what's scary is the first guy to get robots into the warfare. That's done deal. Because,
Yeah, that's a
because,
scary thing.
because you know
Yeah.
they go in and cause terror. That's
Mhm.
a war you can't win. But you know what happens when it gets to the point where it's just robots versus people sending robots to fight the other robots.
That's a funny thought.
And right, and then you
And
wipe,
then we have
then
G
you wipe-
Gundam.
Well, and then but then you wipe them all out, and then you just got people again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what? Where
Maybe
are we going?
maybe
dude?
this is the answer to no more war.
But that's what I'm saying. You asked that guy at that company, why are you doing this? Like,
Mhm.
why?
Yeah, he can't be just doing it for fun. Nobody's
Why are
doing
you
that for fun.
this? You know, like why?
Somebody's sliding him money and be like, "Yes, this is the future. This is what we're going to be using for something, something." But
And I
I,
mean, and
I
the-
want to know why.
Are we gonna start watching sports with them too?
Dude, that was actually my
Wasn't
next
there-
thought. I was like, "What if there's like a robot basketball league,
I'd
the
watch.
RBL?"
Start indie. It'll be
But they're all
cool.
okay. What makes that interesting is because there's the fast guys, the slow guys, the tough
Mhm.
guys, the weak guys. You know, the 3-point shooters. The
All right, hold on. Picture
The
this.
robots
No,
are
no,
all the same.
Picture this. All right, so it'd be kind of like esports, except not. But you have these people who are different people making different robots that are teams. So it's just who can make the best robot team.
Yeah.
How fucking cool would that be? I think that's already been a show.
They tried that in the 90s.
Well, the
remember?
only robot
Remember they
thing
had
they've
like
had.
saws. And,
Yes,
like,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that
Yeah.
they have robot battle arena.
That shit is
Like, that's
dumb.
the
Robot
only thing.
battle
That shit
arena.
is the most bro BS
no, but
I've
no,
ever
but
seen. That's
dude,
dumb.
I can imagine like
Shut up,
you know,
Mountain.
science nerds being so stoked on that. Like, hey, these people are building robots that are playing sports, and they're seeing who can
Yeah.
do it the best. Like,
Yeah, it's
I feel like
definitely-
that'd be really cool.
I mean, it would it requires some sort of elegance, definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That that dumb stuff that came out in the '90s, like it's clunky. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
If you can find elegance between these and like program different play styles, and it becomes a chess match instead of physicality, what you're born with thing.
Yeah.
it
Ooh,
might-
2 robots playing chess. That's probably already done.
That's easily done.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, maybe I'd watch
you,
that.
You picture that it has to physically be a bot moving the pieces.
Yeah, I want the full thing.
You want the
use
full
that
too.
claw.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a robot moving the chess.
Or
piece.
like
I mean,
those Boston Dynamic robots. Let's have them go at it at an obstacle course. Huh?
There you go. See
That'd
if
be
we do
kinda
it faster.
interesting.
But who do you root for? Why do we care? There's just so many
Depends what
questions.
color.
Boston Dynamics versus
SpaceX.
the Detroit somethings.
Every city has a.
Yeah, every city has a robot
I got,
team.
I got
Gotta go
news
for
for you.
Stanford.
I got news for you. Detroit ain't making no robots. You ever been there?
No, no.
They need them.
But yeah, that's why we have robots for sports.
Yeah, but that, I don't know. Funny topic. I thought it would be a funny.
Yeah,
thing.
no, that's an interesting
I
one
mean,
because it's something that like
it's real. People
Yeah,
can
no,
ignore it
because
as long as they want.
we've said this as long as we've been alive. It's like like we see these things growing up in movies, robots and jetpacks and hoverboards and all these things, and it's like, well, it's I feel like it's getting there.
Honestly,
I feel like by the end of our lives, we'll definitely see like robots in real life, like just doing
normal
things,
shit
just
by the
normal
end of
shit.
our life for sure.
Yeah. So I think it's a fun topic to think about, but I'm just like, dude,
I
like,
know the first one it's going to put in an order for like 10,000 of them is McDonald's.
oh yeah,
I mean, there's
Oh,
people
yeah.
protesting for your wage.
Yeah.
Look on the Boston
No,
Dynamics video.
that's what everybody said when those protests started popping up. That people wanting $15 an hour. for minimum wage.
That
And
robot can do a backflip. Like, you think it
Yeah,
can't
you
make a
don't have to pay
cheeseburger?
yeah.
You don't have to pay him. Maybe nuts and bolts or something.
Oh my
That's his
god.
currency.
Nuts and bolts.
That's the ultimate minimum wage. The minimum
That's gonna be
wage.
crazy. I wonder how much that is costing him and all
Oh,
that.
to buy one too. I would imagine
You can already buy one of those.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
if you were to propose to them, like what it actually would have to be.
A lot.
We're talking $5 million for that thing, right?
Right, more than that, maybe.
Yeah, you know, like I don't.
But you know what I'm wondering is like, who is Boston Dynamic and why do they have a robot when like why doesn't NASA have robots? Why doesn't
Yeah.
the government have
Well, I mean,
robots? Why does Boston
a lot of
Dynamic have
people-
robots?
A lot of companies.
weird.
I mean, I can't say too much because I don't want to get picked up by a white van tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I've seen stuff at work, dude. You know, like
Uh-oh.
I mean, in that echelon, you know, they're
Right.
testing. Nothing's scaring me, but like they're dabbling. Like everyone
Oh yeah,
knows
Go-
that's the
Go-
future.
Google and Microsoft are like racing hard for like
Yeah.
AI and robots and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, I mean that everyone's aware that's the future, and if you're not in, you're fucking getting left behind.
Yeah.
That's weird thought.
I'm just
I'm excited.
I'm holding out for Apple's robot. I'm gonna buy that one.
They're not gonna have a robot.
It's probably
They're-
hella user-friendly,
This next
hugs you.
iPhone's gonna dump, and they're done.
No, the iPhone, the Apple robot is gonna be great. iRobot, wasn't that a movie?
It was
Will Smith,
iRobot.
right?
That it's
Will Smith.
yeah. It's gonna come.
I'm
with,
just gonna buy the Will Smith movie.
The
is what I'm
Apple
saying.
robot isn't gonna come with limbs. They're gonna be an extra $5.99.
Oh my god!
Just show
This
Apple
isn't,
the
isn't
movie.
the EA robot.
You gotta show Apple the movie and be like,
Yeah.
The name's already there.
Yeah, and if you have
Why not?
another company's robot in your house, it'll kill it.
That's probably more
That's
like
probably more what it'll do.
Just straight murders it in your living room.
you're only allowed to have Apple robots.
What a
Terrifying.
topic.
Yeah, I
What?
mean, thank
robots. Now, honestly, got me to think about robots for way longer than I wanted to.
I mean,
Probably
like
have
I
a dream
said,
tonight.
you can relax. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we'll be old.
Not only do I think we'll be old, I don't think they're going to be killing people.
Well, like I said, too, it'll be a long time before it costs low enough to put them everywhere.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
killing it when they're working at McDonald's for
That's
sure.
true. Those double quarter pounders are going to be fire.
Yeah, and it's gonna be perfect temperature and
Ordering.
Cut.
Oh, think your order's never gonna be wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
But are they gonna be
Shouldn't.
pre-programmed to how many sauce they can give you?
Oh,
That's the
I
problem.
hope not. You reach for another one, and they just rip your arm off.
Yeah, because you can say, "Can I speak to your manager?" But if that thing says, you getting 2 sauce, can I get more, please?
And if the manager's a
You
robot,
getting 2 sauce?
I am the manager.
Yeah. Then its arm transforms into a gun. Leave. You get 2 sauce.
That's crazy. I'm excited for that.
anything you guys want to end off on?
I
Wow,
I think
that's a
we
great
got
topic.
everything out.
I'm excited to hear. Oh,
Yes.
what'd you think of my hero movie?
Oh yeah, Nick saw it.
Oh,
So,
no, it was.
let's hear it.
It's great. It's between season 2 and 3. I believe that's where it is on the timeline.
Wait,
Because-
what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so where does
You
it pick
could
up?
watch it. It doesn't pick up anywhere. It's kind of one of those side stories.
Oh.
I don't
If I'm
think
not
it's not
mistaken,
canon at all.
he has his leg braces.
No, he doesn't use his legs at all.
You're right.
Or maybe he does, but for momentum. But he doesn't have the leg braces.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. I didn't catch
It's
that.
cool. It's a great movie.
Mhm.
It was cool to see it in theaters, but it was definitely one I could have watched on TV.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like
What?
little-
So remember, I was saying that normally anime movies, the quality is like 5 points up.
There were some scenes where it was really nice.
Yeah, like
but,
the end, but like
yeah, but the
everything was
majority
just-
of it was normal.
It was just normal. I thought that was weird.
It was great. It's actually pretty funny. It's actually really funny.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
A lot of good
I'm excited
comedy.
for it to be on whatever, so I
Yeah,
can just watch
you'll
it.
find it.
I
I'm
don't
sure
think
you can find it on watchanime.40.
that's true.
Kiss Anime.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the show, you'll like it.
Mhm.
There's nothing to knock about it. I
Nice.
wish it was some sort of canon movie because
Yeah,
that would be
that's
sick.
always what I want.
like canon movies.
Hey, and what do you call it? All Might's retro costume, fire!
Bro, he got
Oh,
the
man.
fits. He swagged out in
Yeah,
that
he
movie.
is so
Oh, man.
sick in that movie.
He has hella like the generations of his outfits
Nice.
through
Yeah.
that.
That's so cool.
Very dope. But yeah, if you're a fan, go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a spectacular piece of art film, but
For an
it's
anime
good-
movie,
it's
that
a
was
good
my thing.
anime movie.
For an anime movie, which are typically terrible, I thought
Yeah,
was
pretty
very
bad.
well,
very high
for
on the
like
scale.
from a show,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
but actual like studio,
Right,
I
right,
guess
right.
that Yu Hakusho episode came out.
No kidding.
We should go watch that.
Because the anniversary was the 9th.
It
Or
was
the
one
10th?
episode.
Yeah, it's just an OVA.
Is it just like nostalgia nuggets? Or
I have no idea. I haven't seen it, but I
okay.
saw somebody tweet that it was amazing. So I'm like, oh shit, I need to watch it now.
Right.
So that's something I need to look for.
Need to get. Maybe I'll watch the last couple episodes of that show.
Yeah, I'm curious if it just like picks up where they left
I don't
off,
want to be.
or if
I don't
it's
want to be
just.
forgetful of what. Yeah, that'd be hard to watch.
But I think that's about it as far as anime news.
yeah, not
Yeah.
much there.
Yeah.
Think. Yeah, that's it for the show, right? There's
Yeah,
nothing. Nothing else is
I
going
think
to be
that's about
said.
it. Anything else you guys want to bring up?
Nothing else should be said. We're
I
going to
think
close
good.
out.
Yeah, I think we're gonna close
We're
out.
gonna.
Do it.
Okay, that
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
We're just
that's
gonna cut
it.
it right
Yeah.
there.
Psych! All right.
Oh, you
So-
mother trucker.
So, here's what I want you guys to do, our listeners, our lovely, lovely, lovely listeners. If you're on an Apple iPhone of any kind, I want you to open up the podcast app that you're listening to this on. I want you to go to our page. I want you to leave us a 5-star rating. I want you to leave a review. I want you to say anything you want. Tell me about your day in the review. I don't care. Just leave a review. Tell us what you think. After you do that, I'll give you a couple seconds. Close that out. Do what you got to do. All right, so now you're going to open up twitter.com. Now you're going to open up twitter.com. You're going to hit that search button, and you're going to put at Pop Takes Podcast. You're going to hit that follow button. You're going to hit that tweet button. You're going to tell us a little something about this show that you like. You're going to tell something that you dislike. And that's it. And then we are done here, and that is it. And with that, this has been Pop Takes. Thank you so much for listening.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.